ginger chicken with chips. It's a very simple recipe using very few ingredients. So we're going to start by adding some oil to a large pan. Okay. And then we're going to add a teaspoon, 1.5 teaspoons of cumin seeds. We're going to be adding grated ginger, and as you can see, this has been grated. There's quite a bit here. This is around about 400 grams of ginger once it's been peeled, and I've got about 7-8 chilies. So I'm going to put that in the oil as well. Be very careful. A very quick recipe, as I said. Just give that a quick stir. And then you add your chicken. Now this is a medium chicken, cut up. Just add that. You add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And you just stir that well. Okay, so you've got the chilies in there, the ginger, the chicken. Keep stirring. I'm going to turn this low and leave it for about 5 minutes for the chicken to release its juices. But in the meantime, I'm going to get the chips ready. So I've got here about 5 medium potatoes, which I've cut quite chunky. I mean, they're not as thin as chips. So the oil's hot. Yep. I'm going to put those in, and I'm going to fry these until almost cooked. The combination of ginger and potato is amazing. It really is. And ginger is so good for you these days. You know, it's got so many health benefits. Let's give that a stir. Make sure the heat's high. Right, we're going to go back to the ginger chicken. And on a medium heat, I'm going to stir fry this. And if you think that there's not enough colour, then by all means add a little bit more of turmeric. It's not going to do you any harm. And again, turmeric powder is very good for you. Right, the chicken has released its juices, as you can see. Now I'm going to stir this until the oil separates. We're going to go through that process. Okay, so all that water, I want it all dried up. This is a very dry dish. There's no gravy in this. Okay, and the chips are frying nicely. We're almost there. I just want them to have a little bit of colour, and they're done. Right, the oil has now separated, as you can see there, and this is a time where you just taste to make sure that you have enough chilies and salt. Okay, so just take a little bit. That's perfect. Okay. If you needed more chilies, then just slice up some green chilies and add. But I think I've got a nice balance here. So the chips are ready. And I am just going to take this straight out of the wok, out of the pan, and put them in there. Okay. Once you put the chips in there, try not to stir too much because you don't want the chips to mash up. And more, you know, toss everything together, rather than mixing it too much. And then you need to leave it on a very low flame until for about 15 minutes so that the chips take on the flavour of the ginger. And if there's any other moisture, it dries up. Okay. I'm going to use this spoon now to just mix this up slightly. Put everything together. Can you see how that turmeric has coloured everything? Makes it also beautiful, nice and golden. There we are, that's all done. Now I'm going to leave it on that low heat that I was talking about. You need to cover the pan. And when I say a very low heat, I mean a very low heat. And you, in halfway, just check to make sure nothing's sticking. Right, the chicken and chips are made. Can you see? I did check for halfway through the cooking, and now I'm going to plate up. Right, this is ginger chicken and chips. This is a recipe that was passed down to me from my auntie. It's a very popular dish in our house, and we make this very often. We serve it with chapatis, salad, some yogurt, and let's just see how it tastes. Just taste this now. What can I say? Absolutely delicious. Such a fantastic combination. It's so simple. You must try this. You will be pleasantly surprised. It's a dish to impress with very little effort.